In this video, I'll take you through some key numbers, or more exactly, some key costs to consider when moving from city to bush. This is our take on the issue, but the truth is, living remote and attempting a self-sufficient lifestyle is not cheap. Let's get into it. Needless to say, we did not embark on this adventure equipped nor knowledgeable about what was needed to maintain an acreage. When we purchased our property, it came with a box of rusty nails and a few homemade DIY tools, which we quickly went through and broke one by one. So let's start with tools and machinery. My tip here is a bit counterintuitive, but go with the light and cheap stuff first. That way you'll be able to maintain them, break them, etc. and you'll learn a lot. And once you know how to use them, then you can go buy the more expensive stuff. So let's talk numbers. In my case, key investments from the start included a small chainsaw, $400, a cheap brush cutter, $200, and an old ride-on mower, used, $1,000. I spent a lot of time fixing this mower, but I've learned a lot as well. So when it finally dies, then we'll probably go for an upgrade or buy a decent machine. Price tag probably around the $7,000 to $10,000. Regular tools, a drill, a circular saw, an angle grinder, an electric saw, and a bunch of handy tools that I've put together over the past 3 years because of the various projects we're working on. All in all, maybe $1,500 to $2,000. Next topic, vehicles. We live relatively remote from the nearest town and the roads are bad around here, so we had to purchase a second car, a 4x4 that was useful and safe for the kids. 25 large, bam.
That was amazing!
When you consider other costs such as registration, safety check, insurance, and general maintenance, that's probably close to another $1,500 to $2,000 per year just on an additional car. A critical cost that comes specific to this lifestyle is off-grid system. This is very much a matter of balancing skills, ingenuity, and the time you have versus getting a contractor to help on certain things. In our case, for water, we got a concrete tank installed in the ground. The installation plus the tank itself was about $8,000. As a family of 4, we use it for everything, including drinking, but that means we had to install a filtration system as well for about $2,000. For energy, we're still connected to the grid. We have a little bit of experience of solar system through van lifing in the past. I think we'll eventually get to install solar panels and a battery bank at the house. But the look at things is probably around the $15,000 mark for our energy needs, considering we'll have to do a lot of work ourselves. For food, of course, one of the benefits of homesteading is saving money by growing your own veggies. We had really high hope for veggie gardens and lowering the grocery bill, but the reality of life with young kids, job, etc. brought our expectations down a bit. Whilst growing food saves in cost, you have to factor in the time and the labor it takes. Let's finish with the big one, the cost of buying land and property, which can be prohibitive for many. In our case, we paid for 5 acres with a small cabin, probably about 1/3 of what we would have paid for one better in the city. Actual numbers would only be irrelevant to your own location and housing market, but another way to look at it is comparing mortgage here in the bush to rent if you would have stayed in the city. Even with interest rate rising, we still pay only 1/3 or 1/2 of what we would have paid in the city for rent. Of course, if you buy into this lifestyle with the help of a mortgage, then you'll have to maintain a certain level of income to be able to pay for that mortgage, but also your food and other living expenses. Thanks to the pandemic, it's now a lot easier to be able to find remote work, even corporate jobs. Still limiting factors for many. I think this could be the subject of another video actually. So there you go. After 3 years of living this lifestyle, what we find and able to share is that living off-grid or remote is not as cheap as one may think. Whilst it may make sense from a simple housing cost perspective, you will incur many other costs trying to build your dream lifestyle. So my advice is study your project very well. Don't max out your investment. Keep some funds on the side for side projects and initial sort of machinery, tools, etc. And finally, have a plan for income. Many homesteaders find the rewards of self-sufficiency and living in harmony with nature to be priceless. It is hard work, but there is something really satisfying about being able to provide for yourself and your family. In the end of the day, it's a personal choice. That's all I can think of for now. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumb up or even subscribe and check out our other videos. See you next time.